You're going out for lunch this afternoon. What a nice day to do it. Eat outside.
We've got great weather outside today, and this good weather is going to last into the weekend, which is good news because we've got a solar eclipse this weekend. Right. However, I should first off note that we're not going to see the best part of the solar eclipse because it's going to be ending kind of in parts of New Mexico, maybe up towards Lubbock. But we are going to be able to see a portion of it this weekend. And it's going to be Sunday evening around 7:35 is when we're going to be able to start seeing it until sundown when the sun goes away. You can't see an eclipse, obviously. But if you are going to look at it, you don't want to look directly at it. The reason being is that the sun is still just as strong as it normally is during an eclipse. So what you want to do is either you can take a piece of paper and poke a hole in it, or you can make it an eclipse box. I don't know if this is a real term or not, but this is something that a lot of people have made. I've made these before, and all you do is you just take a regular box, poke a hole in it with like a pen or something like that, make sure the hole's nice and round, and then when you take the box, you want to aim it up at the sun with the hole aimed at the sun, and you look on the inside, on the back side. You see where that little dot is right there? Yeah. That's what it would look like when the sun is full, and then when the eclipse starts, that's actually a studio light, but that's what the sun would look like. And then when the eclipse starts, it'll actually start to cover up parts of that little hole there, and you'll start to see the little shadow from where the moon is.
I remember that in science class, like in elementary school.
See, and then you could also wear it on your head like this too.
Yeah, if you have a 2-year-old, which is probably what mine would do.
Or a 31-year-old, whatever.
Well, you know.
But something neat. You just want to make sure you don't look directly at the sun because it is still very dangerous and it can hurt your vision. Now we'll go back to the weather today because it's going to be a beautiful afternoon outside. Taking a live look at Lake Travis. Water levels continuing to rise at Lake Travis, although you could still see it is very dry out in that region. We've got temperatures right now at 83. That is beautiful, and little to no wind outside. We've just got a south wind right now at about 3 miles an hour. It's been shifting around between south and southwest. That is bringing in some drier air, humidity at about 40% this afternoon. I should note, if you didn't get all those instructions on the eclipse box, you can go on our website at KXAN.com and click on the weather tab and go down to weather blogs and actually put some really fancy pictures of that box on there, so it'll get a little bit more playtime. Now, looking at those lake levels, Buchanan sitting at 997.59, still about 16 feet below normal. This number's just been creeping up by hundredths of an inch or hundredths of a foot per day, so not a whole lot. But Travis has climbed almost a foot since yesterday, up near 643 right now, which is still about 28.8 feet below normal. Water temperature, though, at Travis very comfortable at 76. You can see most of the readings across the region this afternoon, upper 70s to lower 80s, and I expect most folks will be getting into the mid to upper 80s this afternoon, mainly because of that very light southerly component and a fairly dry atmosphere that's in place at the surface right now and even aloft. Looking at water vapor imagery, put this in a loop, and you see this area right down here, this orange shading, that is very dry air across South Texas, and it's going to continue through the next couple of days. This little pocket here will slide off towards the east, but you notice another little pocket off the coast of Mexico, and that's going to kind of tail right into Texas as we head in towards the weekend. So it's really going to prevent really big clouds from forming over the weekend. We'll see a few clouds scattered around the area, mainly low clouds Saturday and Sunday. And that's because we're going to start to build in some surface moisture, but none of these clouds are going to have any rainfall with them. So just higher humidity over the weekend and a few scattered afternoon clouds and some in the morning as well. So looking at future clouds, rain and wind today, not showing a whole lot of wind, clouds or rain. So beautiful afternoon expected. We'll notice a little bit of a south to southeast breeze, though, picking up later this evening into the overnight hours, and that's going to introduce some of that Gulf of Mexico moisture, so a little bit more humidity starting to pour back in, and you'll start to feel that the next couple of mornings. It'll be kind of muggy feeling in the morning, and the afternoons never really shed that mugginess, so we're going to see higher humidity levels, therefore heat index values over the weekend easily getting into the 90s. That's that range that if you're going to be out and about for an extended period of time, you want to make sure you stay hydrated, bring lots of fluids, and take frequent breaks if you're going to be outdoors. Today, though, pretty nice day. 88 expected for the afternoon high. A dry 88, so comfortable out there. South winds at about 4 to 8. Then tonight we'll drop down to 64. So still not too bad out there for overnight lows, but they climb the next couple of days. We'll see 66 as we head into Saturday morning. Afternoon high again on Saturday, right at about 88. Again, heat index values are the feels like numbers, 92 to 93 over the weekend. Actual high of 89 expected on Sunday. We'll get up to 90 on Monday. Then I do think we'll see a pocket of drier air moving in for Tuesday and Wednesday, but all that does is it allows us to warm up just a little bit more. We'll see 91 on Tuesday and all the way up to 92 for next Wednesday.